is your First Alert 5 weather with Sam Schreier.
Good morning, everybody. If you've got kids outside, they're probably freaking out from the snow because it's a really beautiful fat flake. Allison was doing the same thing, so it's some adults as well having fun, kind of getting that wintry feel. It's about time. We've really got some good snow back in the spring. It's 31 degrees. Again, little visibility issue there because the snow is making it harder to see down the way. Pueblo, nothing other than like a flake or two that looks like was falling on radar, but I bet a lot of that's not even touching the ground for most of you. So let's jump in and dive to the radar, not just for Colorado, out above, because this main system energy is out east just slamming through Iowa, through Missouri, especially Chicago, all of Illinois covered in snow. The backside is actually still reaching out towards Colorado itself. Let's zoom in a little closer. See those arrows I drew? It's a north wind, so this is that classic pattern to get upslope flow on the top of Monument Hill, and then more of a downslope flow underneath. So basically we stack snow better up on Monument Hill and the north side to Centennial or Castle Rock, but on the south side, Springs, yeah, there's some snow left over, but at a lot of times, like down by the airport, barely anything is actually coming down. Where it is heavier continued is to the west, through Cascade to Woodland Park, over Monument Hill, and even some of the side streets out towards Black Forest and Calhoun. Now down south, you get that continued dry slot through Colorado Springs, through Pueblo, more snow through central eastern Fremont County, down through the wet mountains, and south along Colorado City, down through Walsenburg, with some snow left over by Trinidad, although the radar have a little bit more trouble picking up on those bands. I would be careful on the drives from Levita through Walsenburg out to La Junta, and Highway 350 has been pretty slick, so is 160 East, so let's be careful on those smaller side road drives. Raton Pass, still waiting on that to open up. Big snow hit them hard last night through Raton Pass. Now, we're going to get the snow off and on for a few more hours today, and then mainly dry, other than some of the mountains, by the afternoon. So the problem will turn into what happens tonight. We've got icing that's going to try to come back through everywhere because the temperatures drop well below freezing. I think the biggest problems will be Monument Hill, Woodland Park, the mountains in and around Westcliff, down through the Sangre de Cristos, and some of the Walsenburg area where we really drop to those worst numbers. So the Springs, little bit of snow this morning, we've already got it going. Tonight will be dry, but the problem turns to whatever's wet could easily become ice, especially on the north side of town. Now through the extended forecast, we get a lot better. Tomorrow's still pretty cold. 40s turn to low 50s by Wednesday, Thursday, and there's a little snow on the map towards Friday. We go towards Pueblo. Not as much of a worry because you're barely going to see anything today, but anything that is wet could turn to ice because you do get pretty cold tonight. 23 for the low, back to the 50s though in the middle of this week. Canyon City, you also a problem to worry about. Light snow off and on through this morning. The mountains to your north, to your south, the drive west to Cotopaxi, there was more snow out there, so that's where the worst drives are going to be on Highway 50, better through your extended. Finally, Woodland Park, all roads in and around Woodland Park, 24, 67. You want to go to Cripple Creek. Tonight, it will be slick, it will be icy. The CDOT is going to do the best they can to keep the roads okay, but just prepare for some slick drives tonight. Allison?